Hello everyone, welcome to this 15-minute come home to yourself yoga flow. I just recently came home from vacation, so in the spirit of that I wanted to integrate a little bit of not only how I shifted as an individual during this 2-week hiatus, but turn it into also the physical, act of coming home to yourself and how you can carry a lot of tension, you need to loosen up, and you really just need to unwind the body and the mind with the breath to ultimately come home to yourself and also settle into the home that you're in currently. We'll begin in an easy seat. I am taking a variation where I'm resting my foot underneath my knee and then my opposite foot is resting on top of my thigh, sort of close towards my belly. We'll start by rolling the shoulders back in this position, rocking the head left to right, and just sort of getting very, very tiny movements into the body so we can get comfortable in our seat. Comfortable seat is the most important, or one of the most important components of meditation. It is quite important because of the foundation, right? If the foundation doesn't feel secure or doesn't feel suited for you, you have to find a way to get settled. And once you do sink into that stillness, and by sink I don't mean feeling the pressure of water sort of weighing you down, but sinking is a gradual melting, a gradual process. As we inhale through the nose, straighten up, breathe in, exhale out the nose, inhale, and exhale. So it's soft, deep breathing that we're doing here as we inhale and exhale at our own pace. Trying to make the first couple breaths nice and, like I said, monitored and slow. But afterwards, sort of finding this natural wave that we have to the rhythm of our breath. Sink the bottom even closer towards your mat as if they're magnetized towards one another. Let the shoulders fall back away from the ears. The neck doesn't feel so tight as we breathe in and out. Three more breaths. Last time. On an inhale, lift the chest up, smile. And on an exhale, reach the arms up by your side, hands coming up overhead, palms come to touch for a breath in and out. We're in this position for one more inhale. Hug the belly button in. Exhale, keep the contraction in the stomach as you breathe out. inhale, drop the chin towards your chest, feeling a nice stretch in the back of your neck. As we breathe in, shoulders are still dropping away from the ears. This is a big shoulder stretch. And with the chin coming towards the chest, on our exhales, we can really feel that release at the top of the spine and the back of the neck. On our next inhale, arms come back down beside you, palms face down, fingers rest tented by your sides. Breathe in and out. Keep your chest lifted. Again, head is still facing down, but it's your shoulders hugging in towards one another that helps your chest stay open and broad. Breathe in and out. Next inhale, we roll the neck towards the left and down towards the right. Keep getting into the neck here. Moving with awareness. Next time your head falls down towards center, reverse. Maybe on this side you need to go slower and more gentle. Next time it comes down towards your chest, hands come just above the nape of your neck or right around the nape of your neck, and pull down as your fingers are interlaced behind you. This is a very slight movement. You can even sort of round the back as the lower back tucks in. Breathe in and breathe out. You can notice the change in my voice too based on my posture, which goes to show you just how valuable posture is, how important the way we proposition our body is towards our living and our breathing. One more inhale as you begin to open up. Your head is still being cradled by your hands. Lift the chest up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Elbows hug in towards center. Hug that belly button back towards you. Exhale, open up very, very, very slowly. Elbows are out wide. And your hands come untied as they drop down beside you. Right ear falls to the left for a breath in, and on your breath out, left ear drops to the left side. One more time, drop that right ear. Inhale. Exhale, just speak to the other side. We'll begin to start rocking around in our body. Our hands are on our knees, which provides a little bit of stability and support, as well as something to push on and help maintain balance. We're letting the movement sort of vary between, as you could tell, moving with the belly, or if you just want to move with your arms essentially. So as you can tell, there's a slight bend when I push forward, and it's sort of just letting my body go where it needs to with little effort. Rotate to the other side. Breathe in. I also notice that when I do this sort of pushing movement, as you can tell, I can lift my hands up and I'm still going. So it's really just letting the body do what it needs to do. And I know it might look a little silly, and you don't have to lift the hands up, you don't, but it just goes to show the effortlessness that goes into that sort of movement. So it's not trying too hard. Okay, let's take our legs straight out in front of us. I'll turn towards the side. And we're gonna flex our toes back behind us. I don't know if you can see that in the frame or not. I'm filming in my room today because this is my sort of sanctuary in my house, and typically where I film is the living room. So I figured let's get nice and cozy. My feet are still flexing towards me, and then we're gonna point and flex. Your hands can come back down beside you, fingertips facing the front of the mat, or I guess the back of the mat from this angle. And now I'm just rocking around the ankles. Perfect. We're gonna plant our feet. Our fingertips now face towards us, facing the feet, and we start rocking the knee side to side for our windshield wipers. And maybe if your hands feel okay facing the back, you can stay there. Just play around here for another inhale and another exhale. Straighten those legs back out. Dandasana, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward like a Barbie doll, letting the stomach come down towards the legs, and then your chest, and then the head. You can flex the feet for an extra stretch in the hamstrings, or you can point the feet to stretch out the ankles. Also getting into the heels ever so slightly. And if your hands are able to reach your feet and your head is reaching your knees, you might want to start squeezing the toes, giving a little bit of a massage here. Breathe in and out. So I'm sort of squeezing the toes, pulling on them. And also now I'm going to start lifting my chest, walking the hands down on my ankles out towards my shins. My chin is still tucked. Breathe in. Push in towards your shins, walking the hands back up towards your thighs. Inhale, lift the chest up ever so slightly once your back is straight. Exhale, let it all out. I'm going to come down on towards the mat now. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see a little bit more. And hopefully that's good right there. So I'm lying nice and flat on my mat. My hands are just below or on the top of my ribs. And we're gonna rock the knees again just for a beat. Push the whole back into the mat. Exhale. Next time you come back to center, we lift the knees up, getting a good stretch in the tops of our thighs here and our quads. You can start to rock. You can grab hold of the knees, start pushing against the knees, doing little circles if that feels okay. Or maybe that doesn't feel okay and you want to stay in stillness. When we come down on the mat, I really like to leave it up to my students to figure out what they need. I mean, throughout the whole practice, really, I always encourage it. But today, I do encourage you to follow along. Next time your knees hug back towards center, we're going to lift our lower back up just ever so slightly, so lifting the bum. We drop our hips over towards the right as we inhale and send our knees to the left side of our mat for our supine twist. And I'm actually going to take my hair out of my ponytail real quick. Ponytails can be real tricky when you're laying flat on the mat. I have my left hand holding onto my right thigh, or my right knee, excuse me. Either or, really. My right arm is goal-posted beside me at a 90-degree angle. As I breathe in, I feel my torso and my chest expand. And as I exhale, I feel less constriction and more space. Breathe in and breathe out. Press your head into the mat as your knees come up, back to center, repeating on the other side. So both arms are goal posted now. Lift the hips up and over to the left. Twist over to the right side. Letting your right hand come on top of the left thigh. So I'm kind of hugging just above the back of the knee. Breathe in. Let your shoulder blades be connected and rooted into Mother Earth, the floor beneath you, the support that never fails. Breathe in and breathe out. Your eyes can be closed here. They can be gazing up above you, noticing how much lighter and free your body has become. Last breath in and out. Come back to center as we hug the knees in, tuck the chin in towards the chest. And for me, this is enough, but if you want, you can always lift up the head, curling into a little ball for 1 and 2. Lower back down. Take a minute here, if you curled up into a ball, to notice the difference between deep, actional love and just resting, the sort of love that is calm and still. As we inhale, we hug our kneecaps in, and our hands are resting directly on top of the kneecaps. So this is a mind-to-body connection as well as body-to-body connection. We're going to begin rocking, so we lift up the hips and down. Then we tuck the chin and start lifting up this way. We're up. Now, I included those different couple of rocks just to ease your way back into where we are. We're still going to be facing the front of the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your hands to heart center. As you inhale, feel the palms connecting to the top of your heart. Exhale, open the eyes. Now we come to face the horizontal side of our mat in an easy seat. Roll the shoulders back. Let the eyes close once more as we breathe in. Biggest breath out. You can open the eyes, bringing the palms in prayer towards our third eye. Thank you towards all who joined. And thank you for choosing yourself. Give me one more inhale as you bow in gratitude towards you and all the yogis beside you. Exhale, hands come down to heart as we say Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me in this little coming home ceremony in sorts. I hope it was 15 minutes. I never really know how long they're going to be, so sometimes I just don't even mention before. But hopefully it was relatively quick for you and just slow enough to feel worthwhile though, so you can get back to whatever you were doing. Or I encourage you, if you have ample time, to journal a little bit after this, come home towards yourself in a verbal manner, and maybe just write out 2 to 3 words, so not even full sentences, just words. The first ones that come to mind are the first ones that you find yourself already writing, and that will give you a pretty good, or not pretty good, but just a fun, cute, sweet little activity to participate in that is also mindful instead of just rushing back, right? It just takes a couple seconds. And yeah, so until I see you guys next time, I hope you all take very, very good care of yourself and stay well. Thank you.